I grew up in a house where we had several newspapers, and it was our local newspaper and our citywide newspaper and the statewide newspaper, and we got all of them at our house. And now today, even some of our young reporters will say, you realize that people my age don't even know what local news is. They don't check it out. They don't pick it up. And I think that we need to change that. I think that local news is less polarizing. I think we go out of our way because we live and work in the communities that we cover. We know these communities and we care about these communities.
I am able to cover education stories I want to cover because we can run education stories from around the state that have been put together by the collaborative. I am one person. I can't cover every issue, be at every meeting. And because the collaborative can fill that gap for me, I'm able to go do, other stories, to go in a different direction. And that then creates content for them too. So we just have fewer and fewer reporters, but no less news to cover. And so I think without the collaborative, how would we do that?
I'd say that our organization is really about ensuring that there is local news into the future. It is about ensuring the sustainability of local news, that it will be here for our communities well into the future. And so we do that in a bunch of different ways. We do that editorially by working together. We do that by making sure there's a pipeline of new journalists coming in with new perspectives and new stories. We do that by broadening the base of support, by yelling it from the rooftops how awesome local news is to people who maybe don't know that that's there. So I think all of those things fall into that category of ensuring that local news is here and that it's not going to go anywhere, and that we all believe in it.
She has new ideas. If you get her on the phone, she'll have this idea and that idea. And could we do this? And how about this educational opportunity? So she's a cheerleader for local news, which we need right now. And people respect her decisions. She somehow raises money for all of this on top of it. I really don't know how she does it, but I'm very glad that she is.
I've also seen that where there are places where there's no local news, you lose that community connection. You lose what makes you neighbors, and reading about the kid up the street who's on the honor roll. I mean, that connects you, that brings you closer to the people that you live near. And I think that I think we need it. We need that connection. We need to remember who each other is. And I think if we lose that, that'd be a real shame. I think it would be harder to get back to that place where we are less polarized, where we are able to just talk to each other as human being to human being. And I really do genuinely believe that is what local news brings to a community.
When I think about what Melanie did with her leadership at the collaborative, I really think she saved local journalism. And I felt that being at an outlet where we have everything to cover and half the people to do it. And thanks to Melanie, we all were sharing content with each other. So it was like we still had the same capacity to tell stories, even though there were fewer of us.
I've been given a lot in my life, and I have been, people have helped me and have shown me kindness, and this is my way of returning that. I think the kindest thing I can do for my community is give them information so they can do what's right for them, and to champion free speech and to champion freedom of the press. And I just genuinely believe in it, and I don't think I could do anything else, actually.